He's a tactical genius, he's the one to see on VP4TV. He's wild and he's free. Eyeball top over here to you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking endlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the corner bank to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just for fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. Every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. He wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just for fortune or luck. But skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. ATG from Kilmarnock town, got your hustle down. Streams the pool games live, makes our day come alive. Early mornings on your grind, Tesco shift unwind, but you find the time to play, stream the virtual day. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand,
And it's a sucker scratch. Look at the line. Commentator's eye. Don't say I didn't warn you.
OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Early riser, work all done, streams the games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
This for the 101. Absolutely sensational once again.
Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Early riser, work all done, streams the games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
That was fantastic.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
Right, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to VP4TV. We have, in fact, Spectredawn has just arrived in the lobby. No sign of SBD yet, but that's the two protagonists in tonight's one-loss side match in the 2026 Cribbage World Championships here in VP4. And that race to 11 will start at the top of the hour. We are 5 minutes away from it. Also, a quick reminder that we are about 9 days away or 8 days away. I can't remember which. What's this? This is the 8th. So we're 9 days away from the VP4 Virtual 9-Ball World Championships. There's still loads of seats available. If you're thinking about getting in, get in. There's bound to be plenty of buys. There won't be 64 in it, but the more the merrier. So there's still a good week and more to get in. And of course, also we'll have the Football World Cup well underway by then as well. That starts in a few days' time. So that's what to look forward to. But we've also got, if I can get this back, we've also got the hot seat match scheduled as well for this tournament. And of course, we know who's involved in that. It's Albinario and Cobra. And that will go ahead on Friday evening at 7 p.m. And for anybody wondering why Cobra is through, if Steve joins us, he will explain it to you. Cobra sent me an email, or sent me a message, giving his side of the story. And I'll be honest with you, there's nothing surprising about it. The usual stuff. Anyway, let me have a quick check.
Welcome to VP4TV. You're watching a Tactical Genius production. Please welcome your commentary team for this match, 9ball.com and Super Admin aka Steve Chaplin, CEO and President of Celeris, Inc. Good luck to both players and have a good one.
Good afternoon, good evening to Steve.
Good evening.
Well, this match tonight, all I'm going to say is that if Spectredawn hits the heights he hit against Larry, then Silent with Deadly's got no chance. Because I looked at the stats for that match with Spectredawn and Larry. The first 4 racks in that game were blow for blow. I think Larry gave as good as he got. I think Spectredawn was 2-0 up and Larry got it back to 2 each. I could be wrong. But anyway, after it got to 2 each, Spectredawn, in his stats, he actually broke and ran 5 racks in cribbage, which is difficult enough to do. And at that, I'm not even sure whether he broke the 5 racks in the middle of the match. He may well have, because he blew Larry away. Larry made about 3 mistakes and maybe a couple of wrong shot choices, but those mistakes were amplified even more by the devastation that Spectredawn inflicted on him. And Larry really hardly got a sniff, and when he did, he wasn't up to the task at the end of the day. It started good, but went downhill very rapidly. So Silent but Deadly, if he ain't on form tonight, Spectredawn. Now, I have to say, though, as a proviso that Spectredawn's break was working really good from mid-match. I mean, they spread well. He got the combo, he got the combos no problem. Couple of banks to survive and keep the run going. So, I mean, he barely missed a shot as far as I can remember. I think his percentage or something was like 88% or something, but he was very, very good. And all I can say is, if he plays as good as that tonight, forget it. Silent but Deadly's gone. So now that's the question: is Silent but Deadly going to turn up?
I would think so. I mean, he doesn't usually miss matches.
Well, we are 45 seconds away from this room going up.
Yeah, I think that, I think Spectredawn's game is finally catching up to his reputation. I mean, guys would say how great he was, and, he didn't play that good in a lot of these tournaments. And, the reason why is, he needed to make some adjustments, especially in games other than 9-ball. And I think the fact that he's been willing to play in other games has improved his game. I mean, if you play straight pool, if you play 8-ball, you're going to get better. Your 9-ball game and 10-ball game are going to get better too. It's important to learn other games. We saw a lot of guys get better playing bank pool. They didn't really want to play bank pool, but boy, did it make guys bank better. And really, the last frontier is one pocket. I don't know that guys are going to do that unless they're forced to. But, I guarantee you every one of these guys that's a good player would be a better player if they were playing one pocket. Well, that was interesting.
Romario says a bit early, are we? So I don't know what he's talking about. And the other thing is
and here we go, Spectredawn breaking.
And One Pocket Slim says that Steve is a bit quiet.
Yeah, I moved my mic a little. Is that any better? Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you fine.
Yeah, my mic was a little off to the side.
Right, hang on a minute. Where is he? Just give us a second. Right, I've turned Steve up now, so we'll see if that makes any difference.
Should be better if you turn me up.
It should be better now because he's certainly louder to me as well. Anyway, we're underway.
Yeah, I think SBD's got a chance. I mean, he's a very good player. I think he just has to show up. And see, there we go with Spectredawn making a mistake. Now, if you're SBD, you need to run out here. He's got a good table. Everything's spread. He's got a lot of options. 11-4, 5-10, 114. I mean, he's got all kinds of stuff here. I mean, this is the kind of table you should run out.
Obviously, there's a blocking ball up top there, that 4 ball. Now, the one thing he could do, the problem is he's running loose here. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, he already got out of line, and then he ran into balls, which anything's liable to happen when you do that. If he's going to play like this, he's going to get in trouble quick because you just can't afford to be sloppy in this game. This is a game of precision cue ball, not a hit it and be sloppy.
Now, is everybody happy with Steve's volume now? I did turn him up in Discord. I've turned him up to 100%. Nobody's saying that it sounds any better, but I presume it is. You need to let us know, guys. If it's quiet, you tell us that, but you need to let me know that it sounds better. Right, he's trying to get on this 4 ball.
That was a good recovery. I mean, the first shot he got out of line, and then the way he played the 14 was not really
just got enough
great.
room. He's just got enough room to get past
But-
this 6 ball.
This is his chance to, you know, be back in it. And that's a good shot. So 6 is going to be easy after this. I think he'll just stop it and then probably go up table. Now, one thing you get in a situation, if you have any doubt, just leave more angle and go up table. Now, he's probably good enough where he doesn't have to here. He probably can roll this and play the 2 and then the 13.
Well, he's
I think
got
that's
to,
what he's going to do.
he doesn't want to leave this 2-2 straight.
No, he needs
he's
to
got an
maintain a
angle
little
to-
angle, and he's got enough. This is just a little left English and pop back out on the other side. He probably needs about a tip of left English. If he hits a 7, that's okay.
What's he looking at here? He's going. He's. Oh no, he's on his first ball of the next cribbage.
Now, he decided to go to the 10, and that, I'm not sure why. And I'm not sure why he didn't draw back. Maybe
mean,
he's
the
using a
worst-
track ball like Larry.
Well, the thing is, if he'd played the 2 ball that we spoke about, even if he'd come up and bumped that 10, he was still good enough for the cut in the
Yeah.
13. But anyway,
Well, now he's back on the 2 with no angle at all.
now he's bolt straight. You know that's where things go wrong. You end up.
Well, he's
trying
still
to be
got
too
the,
cute.
he's still got the 8 to 7. I mean, the 8 to 7 is pretty easy because it's natural. All you have to do is make the 8.
Yeah, he's played the big stun. Where's the 7 ball? He's fine.
Now, this is it here.
Well, Spectredawn made the mistake.
Well,
And he has been. But well, this is what you've got to do at this stage of the tournament. You must punish your opponent.
yeah, he did what he needed to. It was a little sloppy, but he did what he needed to. That kind of stuff will catch up with you. You know, that's how you lose matches, is being sloppy, because it's not always going to work out. Pool is a very anal game. You know, I guarantee a Cobra sock door is immaculate.
I think we had. I could be wrong, but I think we had a 50. I think maybe Larry had a 15 ball in the break in that match the other night as well, which
Well,
sucks.
That was an interesting play. It didn't work out well for him. I think he can bank this on the side. This is a tricky bank, but I think the bank does go in the side pocket. And I think that's what he's going to shoot. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. I mean, if you're going to hit a bank like this, using outside English, right English helps a lot because it's going to want to throw the other way. So I would put English on this. He is not. And that's
way short.
That's why he's coming up short. See, that same shot on the same aim line with English, and you know, you probably make it.
Right, so Spectredawn is deciding ball in hand or in place, and looking at these mess of balls on the right hand side of the table, you've got the 9 sort of locked away, the 6 is available, but the 9 isn't. You've got what's that in the middle of the table? You've got the 10 in the middle of the table, 5 over the side. So that looks like the easiest, well, an easy starter. He's going 4-11, which is just as good. So he's going to go 5-10 next, I would assume, unless he's going to go 2-13. I mean, he should be out here, Spectredawn, if he does this the right way. He's got a choice of 2-13, but he should be going 5-10. If he gets the angle on the 10, he can come back down for the 2 and get the 13. Or if he goes the other way, let's see what he decides.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he didn't take the 5-10 there,
Well,
because I think this is going to be a little trickier to get back up there.
Yeah, he's got up plenty of room. Got on it. Now, that takes him to, or this will take him to 3. And now he's got, what's that ball that's there? Is that the 15 ball? Yes, it is. Right, so after this, he's got the 14-1, which looks fairly straightforward to me. That's what he's having a look at. He's just looking at the line he's going to be in the 14.
He'll go 14-1, and then he's probably going to have to play 6-9.
Yeah, once he's got all that out of the way, the 6-9 shouldn't really be a problem either, as long as he's fairly straight in the 6 that he can drop it in and get on that 9 up table.
Yeah, even if he's got a little angle, he's okay. That 6, you can roll it and still get on the 9.
I was just going to drop this in dead weight, I would assume, unless you're going to try and go 2 rails to come back across, but that's very dodgy. Right,
No,
that'll
there's
do
no
it.
need to do something simple like that. You know, the way he plays the game, you know, he plays in a very good rhythm. He's a good shot maker. He moves the cue ball well, and he's very consistent. I mean, it's been little things, but those little things have now gotten to the point where he's probably going to be tough to beat in any game.
Oh, I've just read where Romario says maybe lower your own. He's saying that I'm too loud. I'm loud all the time. Welcome to Bedhead. So we're 1 apiece. Race to 11. Any latecomers, a reminder that the hot seat match is already scheduled for this Friday coming at 8 p.m. British Summer Time. And of course, it's Albinario and it's Albinario and not Stubb. Let's just say that. It's Cobra. Oh dear. Well, there's a mistake.
Yeah,
I don't know what
he can little afford to do that.
I don't know what he was trying to do with the cue ball there. Clearly, to miss the 3 where it was in relation to the pocket, he's obviously spinning the cue ball, trying to do something there, bumping the 1. It's what we got. We've got a 5-10 in the middle of the table. Well, Spectredawn's decided to clear the 3 ball away from that pocket, take the 12 on the side. I'm looking to see. I'm struggling to find the next one after this. Where the one that I met. Well, that's. No, wait a minute. Where's the 10 ball gone?
He's got 213.
There it is. I lost my bearings there turning the table.
213's a little tricky where the 2 ball is. I think the easiest thing is to go to the 10 and then the 5. That's what he's going to do.
He's got to get through far enough here. That's far enough.
Well, he had a choice. He could have come off the end rail. I think he's probably going to do 14-1 after this based on where the cue ball is, but this angle could be a little funny. And it is a little funny. I mean, I think he can just roll it and go between the 2 and the 8.
Well,
you don't want to hit the 8, of course, but I think
this is a recipe for disaster. This angle, it's just that type of angle that you get the wrong hit here, you could be dead.
It's a little funny angle. You know, he needs to get it to roll forward to miss the 8. I think he can. Or not. Well, I'm not even make the ball.
He had all of the focus on the cue ball there and forgot the actual pot into the side.
But you know,
that's amazing what happens.
That all started with a decision on the 10. I was surprised he didn't go 2 rails off the end rail and get a better angle on the 5.
Well, again, at this stage in the tournament, you've really got to be on top of the game to punish these opportunities, because how many more opportunities might you get during the match? You know, maybe not a lot. So it's important that you do. Well, that's a mile away.
Missed ball, hit it straight into the rail.
Yeah.
Well, you know, another thing about playing games like this, 8-ball or this game, even straight pool, is you have to make decisions on where you're going to put the cue ball. I mean, you can be great at moving the cue ball, but you make the wrong decisions, and then you end up making it hard on yourself. And that's what happened to Spectre on that. He put the cue ball in the wrong spot. Then, you know, because of that, he got funny on the 14 and, you know, went downhill from there. It's really important to make good choices. And I think that's just playing these kind of games more. The more he plays them, the better he'll be at making good choices in those situations.
Where's he going next after this, I wonder? 14-1. Just a roll through for the 1 ball.
Yeah, that's the way it looks. But SBD's been to the table twice here in this game, and if you're getting to the table twice and you're not winning, that's not good.
Yeah, well, that's another mark against SBD on chances wasted. You know, opportunities not taken, and then you start counting them up at the end of the match. Then you know why you lost it.
Well, 6-9 definitely both of those go. Let's see if he's going to play for one of them.
But
he doesn't really have the choice. It's going to be 8-7, I think. Or he can play the combo on the 6 if he wants.
Yeah, German Pot Machine was one of the guys that got upset. So Steve will explain in a minute why Stubb got disqualified. There's nothing surprising about it.
Oh, yeah. Hugh, you already know why. It's the same reason why every time.
Well, Cobra sent me a message telling me that he informed Stubb that over the next 3 days, or the last 3 days to the deadline of the match, that he was working late evenings, and Stubb, I don't think he was negotiable in those sort of terms. I think proposals dried up from him. There was no response at the end of the day. The usual thing. Mess people about. You know, don't get the match scheduled sooner rather than later. Leave it too late, and then, you know, people have got things to do and places to be. And Stubb doesn't pay any attention to that.
Yeah, well, I wish the story was even that good. It's worse than that.
So, at the moment, Spectredawn with a 2-1 lead. Here we go again. Companion ball not potted by Spectredawn. So it's SBD. Where's this cue ball going? SBD has another chance. Or speak of the devil, look who's arrived in the room. Let's see if SBD can get himself settled here and do a bit of scoring, because he has to. You're sending out the wrong messages when you can't actually administer punishment in this game, I think. All 33 screenshots saved.
Yeah, except the ones that he doesn't want you to see. You know, that's the problem here, is that when you listen to Stubb, he gives you the very one-sided explanation of things.
It's all redacted.
and you'd think, oh, geez, you know, this sounds like he was in the right, but he was so far in the wrong, it's not even close. So you know, I say this all the time. Schedule your matches early. Say it over and over and over again. And guess what? when it comes down to time for somebody to not go through, that's taken into consideration. So in this situation, Cobra set out a proposal May 21st. He sent out another one May 25th. He sent two of them on May 25th. And Stubb did not respond until May 31st. So it took Stubb 10 days to respond. That's not acceptable.
Well, that was a bit wild.
If you can't play, then send another schedule. If you're not sure, say something. He says nothing for 10 days. And then there's, 4 days left to the match, and Cobra's got a bad work situation. And then it gets worse from there. Stubb tries the last second at sending a proposal at 5:59 when it's going to be a 6 o'clock one. And then when he goes through, he immediately turns around and sends a proposal to Albin at 6:08, which is, he's just trying to get something going so that Cobra's screwed. So Stubb did so many things wrong. There was multiple reasons why he wouldn't go through, not just one.
Yeah, the forensic evidence isn't that good for you, Stubb. The forensic evidence is there. Trying to arrange his match as quick as he could with Albinario. That's dirty underhand tactics, if ever I can see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
But, the story that Stubbs gives you is Stubbs' story. And Stubbs' story is not really too close to where the truth is.
It wouldn't stand up in court.
Well, it's so bad it's not even a truth.
And the bad news for SBD is he's broke down again.
It's like leaving out the details. Oh, well, I didn't do anything. Yeah, right. On top of that, he also sent some fairly nasty texts to Cobra. Fairly nasty messages when they had trouble setting up the match.
There we go. Well, he went for the breakout on the stack there, and again, this time Spectredawn's the one that missed the pot. So it's deja vu for SBD. He's 3 cribbages to 0 up in this rack, looking to square the match up. And, well, he's got the 7 ball. What's over the pocket? The 13. 13's over the pocket, 2's in the middle of the table there, so he really shouldn't have any problem here.
Yeah, and he played for the 2, which is a smart thing. Now, he may try to move balls there. Well, he doesn't need to. He
only needs this in the 13, and that'll do it.
So anyhow, guys, the moral of the story is send proposals immediately. Because if you can't make a match, that's going to be the first thing I look at is who's been sending proposals. And when you send a proposal to somebody sends you a proposal and you don't respond for 10 days, I guarantee you're not going through.
Well, this table has broke pretty good here. The only thing is, it broke bone dry. And, well, I mean, this is the type of table that Spectredawn was just blowing them away the other night. So what we got? We've got the 3 ball over the pocket. Where's the 12? 12's up top, but it does have a pocket to go into.
12's right next to the cue ball.
Oh, is that the 12 I'm looking up to? That must be the 10 again.
No.
See this blue cloth? This does my head in.
No,
that's a 15.
You just need to get a monitor that's properly adjusted. The balls all look the same. They look fine on mine. I never confuse them.
I'm always confused.
Well, yeah, break and dry is definitely going to hurt. You get a lot of bad luck on the break here because you can make 2 or 3 balls and then not have shots where you can get out.
He's left a thin cut here. A very thin cut in this 8 ball. This ain't no gimme.
Well, he's the favorite to make this by a lot.
Yeah, as clean as a whistle. I mean, it didn't even touch the edges.
Well, he could go 411 here. He could play the combo on the 3-ball. It's a little tight, though. He's going that way. Uh-oh. Watch out. Watch out. I think he's still okay here.
No. Well, again, I think we've got what we've got here. We've got the 13 down here. That's blocked by the 3. And that 12 is you've got to really play for this 3 next, or the 12 next, sorry, and then the 3 get that pocket opened up.
Yeah, he'll play the 12 first, most likely. I know I would. I don't like, this is just so much easier. Guaranteed
Now, do
position.
you get crazy and start bumping balls? I mean, how many cribbages is he on? That's him on the start of his 3rd.
Yeah, he only needs 2 more. So he could play for the 6 there. That's one option. That's what he's going to do, I think. Well, maybe he's playing for the 14. Because he's not on the 6 very good, so he must be looking at the 14.
14 one's no problem. So he will be back in front here.
Yeah, he may play for the
that.
4. The 9's a lot easier in a lot of ways. You got the 4 and 11 both on the rail, which, I mean, it's doable, but it's not necessarily your favorite thing.
He can stun this in and actually come. Well, he's actually bumping balls now.
Well, that'll work. He's got so many choices.
It's a done deal, this rack. Well, the Scots invasion has started, Steve. They're all coming over, only a few days away.
Listen, Stubb will argue forever on things.
Oh, he's still going on about the 9-ball World Championship where he ended up forfeiting that. I mean, because he messed Cobra around again.
Yeah.
He still goes on about that. I mean, you think he'd work it out that he doesn't. He's not going to get any favoritism with his record. His history is not good. That doesn't back him up anyway. He just messes. Well, he only messes certain players around, to be honest, I think, most of the time, and it tends to be Cobra.
I didn't even take history into account on this. It was so blatantly wrong.
Well, I think
there's no need to say, it was more like.
I think if we just watch that replay again, watch that, look at that for a fluke, and that's Spectredawn.
Anybody ever notice that SBD has bad luck? It seems like crap like that happens to him all the time.
Especially when he's just gone 3-2 behind. Spectredawn starts getting flukes, then your odds are really getting short.
Well,
or getting long, one of the two.
You just got to fight through it. Now, if you're Spectredawn, you need to take advantage of that luck.
Right, so he's on his second cribbage. Now, this is a wee bit tricky up top here, because again, you've got partner balls up there messing around. There's a little bit of bumping needed here at some point.
You know what Stubb doesn't realize? See, he's always trying to game the system. You ever notice that? Stubb is always trying to game the system. And what he doesn't realize
oh dear,
is something very important.
Well, he's got 5-10.
And I'll tell you what that is, Hugh. What he doesn't realize is that I can ban him when he's not online.
So it would just stop him getting back into the lot. Well, he'll get a message telling him that he's presumably that he's got X amount of hours to go then on his ban. If he tries to join the lobby. But then again, he's got that many gratis profiles. You'll be there trying to ban him all day. Unless you go through his whole list of profiles and do them all at the one time. That might take you a while.
I just banned real polling power, which means he can't play his next match if it's within the next week.
Right, so Spectredawn onto his fourth cribbage. And it's going to be 11-4. And the thing is, he wants to play this where he's maybe dropping this dead weight, maybe try it. Oh, well, hang on a minute. Needs to slow up. Needs to slow up.
Yeah. Okay, I think.
Now,
Stubbs
he can just...
Stubbs should have gone into politics because he'd fit right in with people that lie all the time, do things wrong all the time, and act like it's not their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is looking like he's going to take that fluke and take advantage of it because I don't see him not making this last
two-rack gap. Got to play the 8 into the side. I mean, it couldn't be any simpler. Oh, no, he's going up table. He just dropped that into the side pocket there.
Yeah, you know, anyway. He had more run out that way.
Well, you know what I keep saying, it isn't, you know, the fluke happens, it's what you gain from the fluke. So already Spectredawn has gained a rack from that fluke.
Yeah. And he's still going.
And the ball has gone in. And I don't know what ball it was. Was it the 12 maybe?
The 12. He's got a bank on the 3. Which is not a guaranteed bank, you know. These banks where you're cutting the outside of the ball, it's going to hold the 3 ball. So you've got to cut it more or use English or a combination.
Nice. Certainly got plenty of room for the bank. Not a problem.
Yeah. Nope, see, that's the typical way people are going to miss that.
Bank it short.
Well, because you're cutting the ball to the right, which puts left English on it, and you know it's going to hold the object ball off the rail. So this is a good opportunity for SBD. I mean, this is certainly the kind of table he should run out.
So we've got the 10 ball over the corner pocket up top. So he's got his eye on the 5-10. You got to then. This is why you've got to know where you're going before you make that move. So I mean, the 13-2 is no good because the 13's got a clear pocket. The 2's dodgy. They forget that. 14-1's dodgy because the 9's a blocker. You got to think about getting that 9-6 out of the way. I mean, I think if you get back up the table and give yourself a sight in that 9, now that bump there has just done him a favour. That has done him a huge favour.
This is just like 8-ball. You should plan your run out from the start. You should know where you're getting all 5 cribbages before you hit a ball. Now, it doesn't mean you're not going to change your plan or modify your plan based on what happens on the table, but you should have a plan right out the get-go.
Yeah. To me, that's the golden rule. That you need to know where you're going before you take that first step.
Even if part of the plan is I'm going to make these 2 balls and then I'm going to run into these balls and move them. And, you know, obviously you'd like to control that, but even if you can, it's like, well, I'll move them and then we'll see. But you should have the plan at least to that point.
I think, he's left himself short here. I'm not sure. He might have been playing for the 7 ball, but he hasn't really get out into the table for a good line to get to this 8 ball. Now he's looking at the 8 ball, trying to find a way to get to the 7 ball. This is doomed to failure.
Not necessarily, but it's definitely a shot.
Hold of this.
It's definitely a shot that can go south. Just like
See,
this.
that's the problem. He's looking for a bump there. He might. Yeah, no, he ain't going to get it. This is going to be a far-fetched combo.
Well, could be a three-way combo.
Now, hang on a minute. Let's have a look. No, there's
So
nothing.
you're looking at a two-way combo. That's pretty tight on the two-way.
Well, what about the 11 onto the 8? I mean, the 11 onto the 8 looks as good a bet as anything. Oh, you know, he just did a sort of proper hit and hope there, and I think if he'd taken a bit more time and looked at the 11-8, he might have fancied that better. So, Spectredawn, well, he's probably going to go ball in hand from the kitchen, because where the cue ball's sitting there, I don't think it's doing him any favours. Yeah. Now, we've got... right, obviously we've got the 13 and the 7 tied up in the stack. He's looking at 312. And this is, remember, only his first cribbage Spectredawn, so these two balls in the stack are not helping him. He's going to need one of them at least, I would think, the way this is set. But might need both of them, if my poor arithmetic's any good.
Well,
411.
Getting interesting.
Now, the angle in the 4's wrong. That's the problem.
Yeah, you can take the cut on the 11. I think
unless he just nipped. No, yes, he's fine. He's fine. It's actually, I thought it was offline, but he's straight. He's fine with that. Now, does he get a wee bit crazy here and try and spin across and just do a little nudge?
No,
because this eight ball goes down the rail. You know, if he bumps into them,
he's not going to get crazy here.
You think so?
I don't think he's just going to bump the two.
Well, 14-1. 14-1. The problem is he's going to have to get crazy and do something here.
Well, he needs to get crazy on the 14, not on the 1. He should shoot the 1 and then use the 14 to break him out.
One ball bolt straight, so that's going to cause for a call for a draw shot.
You really don't want to try to do it off the 14 because you get stuck. If you're gonna, you need to hit it pretty hard, and that's kind of hard at that angle. See that? That was a wrong play. He should have shot the 1, and then he would have had a little back cut on the 14, and he could have broke those out. And I have no clue why he decided to shoot the 14 first.
Yeah, I think this is going to end up with the stack getting a companion ball there in a minute. I think the way this is going to go.
Well, the 7's not that hard to bank, so I mean, if he gets good on the 7 ball, now you got to decide where you want to be on this 7. Straight in's not really very good as far as straight into the corner pocket. You either need to come back a little or go forward off this 2 ball. You do not want to just, well, you could just stop it. You're a little bit above it.
Yeah, I think he tried to get a hit on him there. He's actually hit it too hard, so now he can't play the cross bank either.
Well, I'm just surprised he didn't play for a bank. I mean, some wild breakout shot isn't going to be as good as just playing for the bank.
Well, the obvious thing is just pot the 2 and set the 4 balls up in the stack. Now we're going to get a bit of back and forth here. Just finishing top of the 13 ball until somebody loses patience and does something silly. Well, somebody could do something silly here and go for the cut in the 12 and try and run this cue ball.
What cut on what 12?
What ball's that there? No, that's a 15. It's my eyes are bad again. I thought it was a 13. I'm forgetting the 13's in the stack. And I dare say it's 20 minutes to 9, so my brain's in shutdown mode. Now, this should be a very touchy shot. I don't know whether you can actually cut that 8 and tweak the cue ball and just get an edge of one of these balls.
Well, you
in that
can,
stack.
but it's a risky shot to take on because you can only shoot to 7 after this. And I think that's a good play there.
He got cover, it stops him playing the 8 ball. Yeah.
Well, it makes him brush these balls.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And even a little feather like that.
Yep. So now this is maybe a little better opportunity. You really wish the 13 ball was a little different spot than that because it's kind of hard to get to this rack.
Now, can you actually bank this, Steve, and do a big stun into the 7 ball?
That would be difficult at the angle he's got.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure why he shot that. I guess he's just going to load him up here. Take the cue ball all the way up table. Yep, that's a smart. He hit a little too hard, but that was what he wanted to do. The further up table you got, what you really want to do is be close to corner pocket. The problem with this is he can roll this straight on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess it didn't matter because he was going to have ball in hand. I'd be tempted to thin this 13. Yeah,
this is going to go on for a while. Right, so we've got separation here. Now, this is a wee bit fiddly. I think, I mean, is it this game doesn't have 3 fouls, does it? I don't think it does.
No.
Yeah, because, you know, if it had 3 fouls, it would be a different story if it had to brush the edge of that ball to get to a rail. You know, all he's doing now is obviously just played the foul and given ball in hand again in the kitchen. Well, listen, I mean, I would have had a better look at that there before he played that shot, because I'm thinking you might have been able to get enough of that 7 ball to cut it in from the edge of the kitchen line there on the rail. You might have been able to get enough of that 7 ball to cut it in and drop through for the 8. I could be wrong, but I don't think he gave that enough consideration there. See, we're over this side again. I'm looking at the... Right, well, the 7's now blocked by the 2. What about this side? I see, this is exactly the same. This side, can you get right over to the rail there and cut enough of that 7 ball?
Well, the 2
well,
ball
he's gone
goes.
13. Tell a lie. That's even better, I think, because the 2 goes.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you know, you get those balls separate a little, and then all of a sudden, it becomes very dangerous.
Oh, hang on.
Very
got
nice shot
got
there.
the little bump
That's
again.
a
So that's
beautiful
rack
shot.
over.
Yeah.
Well, he'll be glad he's got that, because that this is going to keep him in touch. Stop Spectredawn getting away from him.
Yeah, and that was smart playing the 7 while he had it. You know, take it while you got it, because you got to move the cue ball. You can make a mistake. Yeah, and that was a pretty good exchange there. You know, a little bit of patience and getting those balls separated. It gets dangerous. You got to recognize that as a player when they start to separate. But that's danger, Will Robinson.
Well, either one or two balls went into that top right-hand corner there. Again, 100 miles
The
an hour as the
12.
3 balls gone.
He's got the 12, and the 12 is not in a great spot. Will it go by the 1?
No. Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't
No.
think that's going to go.
Well, I'd be cutting across that and playing it past the 6 ball into that corner. That's very much on. That's what he tried.
Yeah. So on that shot, you know, it helps to hit that. Would it help to hit that with left English to hold the 12?
What's Spectredawn going to do when you've got a couple of sets in the middle of the table here, but you've got the 14 ball is available, which you could play into the side and hold for the 1 there into the corner. So that's very much available straight away. You've got the 9 and the 6 available. No problems there. You've actually got the 13 and the 2 into the side available. So there's the 7 and 8's available. So you've got to think Spectredawn should be out here.
Yeah. It certainly looks like he should be. But that's the thing about the break in this game. I mean, there's a lot of luck. Probably more in this game than most because, you make balls and then are you going to have a shot on another ball? I mean, are you going to end up with nothing where the guy's going to get ball in hand and have a wide open table? I mean, this is kind of a brutal game off the break. I think Romario said that earlier. All down to the luck of the break. Well, there's a lot of truth in that.
Well, the luck of the break, if they spread well, that's fine. But it's still all about cue ball at the end of the day. It doesn't matter. It's all about cue ball.
Well, it does matter, though. You make a ball or two and you don't have a shot on the companion ball, and now you're screwed.
Yeah, well, you've got to take the appropriate action to try and deal with that when you come to the table before you make your first move.
Now, somebody was really smart. Should I give away some secrets to you?
What's that?
So if you're really smart...
You don't give any secrets away, Steve.
I have. I've given secrets away. But if you're really going to be smart about the break, what you would do is learn how to break from the spot that made certain balls more than others, like second ball from the top or the end ball. Or let's say you're going to make the corner ball. And kind of learn how the balls spread and then learn what ball you're going to make and try to figure out how to play for a shot on the companion ball. I know that sounds complicated and it's also not going to be an exact science and maybe low percentage. But if you can gain any advantage where 20% of the time what you plan works out, you're way ahead of the game. You wouldn't believe how much time pros spend working on the break. And if they were playing this game, I guarantee you they would be figuring out where should I break for them based on how the balls are racked, where pair numbers are. They would work on figuring that out and gain any advantage that they could.
Well, do they not do that at any every tournament they get to? They work on how the table's running. And what ball I've been talking about 9 ball.
Well, 9 ball, the way they're playing 9 ball now with the 9 ball on the head spot, there's, in the break box, you have limited option. You almost have to cut break it and try to make the 1 ball inside pocket. I mean, you really don't have any choice. Because that's the only thing that's consistent. And when you do that, you're turning the cue ball loose and, it's pretty difficult. Now, if they were using more of a standard magic rack where the 1 was on the head spot, there's lots of things you can do to play for how the balls are racked. But I'm not saying guys don't, but it's difficult to do that the way they're playing with a 9-ball in the head spot in a break box. But in this game, you know, you could do it, but it requires sitting there and doing a lot of breaks, figuring out how the rack's going to break, figuring out which balls positions in the rack go in more than others. You know, it takes a lot of screwing around. These pro pool players, they don't have anything to do but sit in the pool room and hit break shots all day.
14 ball over the corner pocket. 1 ball. Well, 1 ball's out the game, more or less where it's sitting.
And I'll tell you, Hugh, I've seen pros sit there in the pool room and hit breaks for 2, 3, 4 hours straight.
Mm-hmm.
That's how important it is. They sit there and hit break after break after break. It's the most important shot in the game, and it certainly is in this game. So we got a 5-3, and it's looking a lot like it could be 6-3 here. I mean, this table's not a gimme, but
Well, his problem is he can't get the 3 ball. That's the problem. So
oh, I didn't realize he was hooked there. I didn't see.
now's the chance for SBD. Now he's probably going to go ball in hand, I think.
SBD has to deal this.
Or is he going to play and play? Right.
You've got a 5 and a 14, which you got a chance you can make.
Oh, wait a minute.
Those.
So he's got the 3 and up for the 12. That's what he was playing for.
3 and the 12. 10 and the 5 is kind of risky. See, that 14 is huge.
Yeah,
because,
exactly.
Now, I think you can make the 5 ball because then you could play 10-5 because trying to, you know, the 1 ball is covered. So,
well, he's either going to
go.
He's either going to go 8-7 next, or he's going to go 11-4 because that's all that's there. Everything else is tied up one way or another.
But eventually, he's going to have to get to those, and you know, he's looking 11-4 now. Eventually, he's going to have to deal with that 14 and 1. Now, will a 1 ball go? Maybe. You'd have to throw it. Have to be a real low speed shot.
I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something straight away here, Steve. He should be going for. He should have been going for the 7-8, and I'll tell you why. Because if he's going to do anything, he could bank that. He could bank that 1 up and down the table and play the 14. If he gets rid of the 8 ball. Sorry, what ball's that am I talking about? No, tell a lie. My bad. It's a 4 ball again. Well, he is doing that.
This is a little funny here because he's going to bump the 7. I don't think he can avoid it.
Well, maybe he's got my idea into his head. Maybe that's what it is he's doing. I mean, he's going to bump the 7. See, that's now cleared the path for the bank and the 1 ball.
Yeah. I mean, and that's not a bad play. I mean, this is not a difficult bank, but he is jacked up over a ball, which makes it a lot tougher.
He's going to do your plan, Steve. I think hopefully he's going to drop these 2 balls into the pocket here.
I think you just need to hit it like that. Yeah. That was a good shot. Anything dead on or maybe a little to the right in the center on that 14.
Well,
you just he played it the right way. He didn't hit it hard. If you hit that hard, the 5 stops.
Well, the crunch shot's yet to come here in this rack. What's he trying to do here?
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh,
well, I'll tell you.
That was fortunate.
He's got a shot. I mean, wait a minute, mate. No, I think he's hooked. Is he?
He can shoot the 8 ball.
Can he get past that point?
He has to shoot the 1 ball. I don't know.
No, yeah, that's a great shot.
That was.
Great shot.
That was spectacular. Now, that was not the way most of us would play position to get on the 1.
No, I mean, I think I was all odds on there to get the bank on the 1.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, it's a good out.
Really, that was the sane thing to do, was play for the bank. That was crazy, you know, trying to break it out like he did, but.
Back to 5-4. I think that was the 11 ball that went in. Now, the question is where the hell's the 4 ball? All right, it's down here in the kitchen. He's got a thin cut, but he's got a shot.
He should make this. This shot people tend to undercut, but you should make this shot.
Oh, I ain't got it enough.
And he undercut it. Well,
so anyway, this guy goes to the doctor, Steve. And the doctor says, how can I help you? And the fella says, I'm having problems with my my hearing. And the doctor says, can you explain the symptoms? He says, okay. He says, well, the father's Homer, and the mother's the one with the blue hair. Then you've got what's the boy's name? He says, and it, you know, obviously you don't get it.
it's The Simpsons.
Yeah. So you got it, did you?
You know, I'm not sure I got it, Hugh. I
Right,
knew it was
well,
The Simpsons.
the guy goes to the doctor, and he says he's having a problem with his ears. And the doctor says, "Can you explain the symptoms?" And he says, "Yeah, you've got the father's called Homer, the mother's called Marge with the blue hair. You've got the boy called Bart." Now, I've told that to about 5 or 6 different people today at work, and about 3 of them gave me blank stares. And then I started telling people before I started telling them, I said, look, you've got to listen to this joke. And most people don't. And that's why most of the time it goes straight over their head. Which it might have done with Steve as well.
Man, it did.
Oh, I'll tell you. The clues in the line from the doctor, there's the clue. And the clue's also there when the guy's going to the doctor with problems with his ears. Can you explain the symptoms? The guy has got hearing problems, so he thinks he says, can you explain the Simpsons?
Oh, boy.
Oh, dear, I'll tell you, you know, that's the thing, you know. If you don't listen, you don't get it.
Yeah, no, but I've had those conversations.
Anyway, Spectredawn looks as if he's going to open up this 2-rack lead again. SBD's going to be chasing his tail all night by the look of it.
Well, so far this has been a pretty good match. I mean, it's been pretty well
11-4.
played by both of them. There's been mistakes by both of them, but
I noticed nobody responded in the chat either, so there's obviously people sitting there with blank looks in their faces as well.
well, you lost me with about the 4th or 5th My mind went blank. You need to practice the joke delivery.
Yeah, that's the thing, yeah. It's an art, isn't it? Now, did anything go in there?
I don't think so.
Three balls
Oh, it
going, I
did.
think.
So he's got a cut. It's a thin one, but he's got a thin cut here. Well, this is no gimme.
No, he's... what did he pot? What did we say? He potted the 3
He
balls,
made
so
the
he's got the
3.
12.
He's got a cut on the 12.
Oh, how far off the rail is it?
It's enough.
Half an inch.
But it's still no gimme.
Yeah, he pushed it into the rail too soon there. Well, here we go again.
It's interesting because those kind of shots in real life are all hit timing. Like if you're late on the hit, you're going to do exactly what happened there. It's all hit timing in real life, whereas in virtual pool is you don't have to worry about the hit timing. In real life, that's mostly hit timing, less aim.
Now, what's he looking at here? He's looking at the
making a
8-ball combo
on the 8.
and then the 7. So he's got to get this in. I mean, it's you really need to hit this bad to miss it. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I can miss it.
Now you've got the 7 and across the table for the 1, 14 into the side. Sounds simple enough to me. I mean, as long as you get out into the table reasonably straight line on this 1 ball, so you can come back across the table like that.
Hugh, you want to hear a sad story?
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's pressed like.
Oh, the usual one. I mean, you know, it comes up in the chat. It comes up periodically in the chat. Hit the like button, but these are hard people to impress. So they are. I'll have another quick drink.
Well, see what he's gonna do after this 14 ball. I mean, this is kind of a dicey rack. I mean, he's got the 13, and he can always play the combo on the 2. That wouldn't be a bad choice.
Is he hitting this half ball or landing on top of it? Well, it's worked out. He can play the combo in the 2. That's fairly easy.
Yeah, he's a little funny here, but he can dink this.
This is just a little jabby shot.
Yep, that's a good shot.
Perfect.
And I like doing that because, you know, he's got 12-3. He's got 12-3. I don't think he's going to want to play for the 11. I think he'll play 12-3 and then, you know,
I mean, you got loads of room just to dink up for the 3 into the other corner pocket.
And then the 10-5's there. I mean, he's sitting good here.
Yeah,
and this is a nice angle.
Yeah, the cue ball. I mean, this is where the cue ball wants to go. Just up to this side. Leave yourself on the 3.
The only decision here is if you're going to go to the long rail. Personally, on this shot, I like going to long rail, and one of the reasons why is just if you hit this just kind of normal hit, like where the Q-tip is, it's going to kind of want to get there. But I'd force it a little more.
Well, if you go too high, you're on the 5 ball as well. Well, tell a lie. This is a cribbage ball, isn't it? My bad. I'm thinking he's starting his next one.
Yeah. See, now he's in the kind of the wrong spot. That's why I would have forced it
stuck
more,
to the rail.
You'd rather be above the 3. You know,
he's
now
digging
he's gonna dig in. He's okay, and this will just float down. So he's fine.
Now,
one thing about VP, that shot's a lot easier. In real life, you know, can you jack up and shoot that? Yeah, but it does reduce accuracy.
Now, could this be a turning point in the match here if you can get a break going here and do some damage?
You know, he hasn't had good luck on the break. He's made balls, but he hasn't had companion balls to shoot.
I'm sure that was a 12 that's gone in, and the 3 balls in the middle of the table. So this is, look at the way these are spread. I mean, let's say it's straight off the bat. I mean, he should be out here.
He's in the laundry. He's got to make a choice of where he's going to go with this. This is a little tricky. And what's he going to shoot next? Because you know, this is a little tricky because it's going to want to run into the 5 ball. I might jack up on this, and he's gonna.
Yeah.
I think that was a very wise choice because going forward could get all kinds of problems.
Little dink in the 4 on the 11.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he should run this out. The 10-5 is good. The 6-9 is.
This is
6-9,
welcome to the party.
10-5.
This table.
Yeah, he's got a lot of choices here.
Yeah, it's such a good table that you just have to,
Well,
just check yourself to make sure you're not doing anything stupid.
That was a good choice going forward. And why is that a good choice? Because you didn't have to force it. It was just a flow shot. Well, this is a little funny where he is, because the 14's the easiest ball, but there's traffic to get up table. Now you can hit this 14 and get it wide of the 9 and come up.
Well, you're looking to bump the 11, bump the 15 here. I thought he was thinking about trying to bump the 15 off that 7 ball.
Well, he could shoot that 15-5 combo. So this is just all getting the right line. And could be a problem. I don't think he was trying to go wide of it. That's a tricky shot because you get induced English from the cut, and then, you cut the 14 ball a little and it ends up going way wide like that.
Well, 213 around the
Yeah.
other side of it.
Well, that was the danger shot there, and he got away with that. So he's good.
So this takes him to cribbage number 4. You've got, well, it looks to me that it's going to be, it could be the 5 into the side, the 10's on the rail, it could be the 9. Where's the cue ball going? Hang on a
Where's the
minute.
cue ball going?
Wow.
Oh,
See, that's the
dicing
kind
my
of thing.
death there.
See, that's sloppy. Yeah, and you do not want to
Yeah,
have
he
that
shouldn't have
happen.
been. He shouldn't have been heading in that direction towards the pocket. That was taking a big risk.
Watch
Now he
out.
needs to.
Watch
Now he
out.
needs to get past this 8 ball or stay short. And
Now,
now, of course, he's
see-
got himself in trouble.
But that was silly. If you're going to draw it back, draw it all the way to the end
Yeah,
rail.
and just
You know,
play it
don't
long
try
into
to-
the top pocket
yeah.
or something. Yeah.
Don't try to draw it into the gap.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's how you have a beautiful table that you should always be running out on because your cue ball should be good, and
But-
he's filled it up.
This is what I was talking about earlier. It's just he's certainly capable of executing it correctly. He just made a bad choice.
Well,
He
that's
should have
gonna
drawn
hurt
the
him.
cue ball all the way up to the end rail, or you could have just drawn the cue ball 6 inches and take the cut on the 5 ball on the side. I
It's
mean,
going to hurt.
you just you don't want to play in gaps. And I'll tell you what the issue with players learning this kind of stuff is they play it and they play it in the gap and it works, and they play it and they play it in the gap and it works, and they have success doing that. And I think, oh, I'm doing the right thing. The reality is they're not, because they're playing to a spot that you can screw up, and you don't want to do that.
Oh, the percentage shot was play so the cue ball's wide open in the 5, either into the side or up into the corner pocket, and you're well away from trouble.
Yeah,
And this is a painful rack to lose, considering the table they had.
well, you got to play the percentage every time. I mean, there are some exceptional situations where there's reasons why you might play a shot differently, but those are exceptions. That situation certainly wasn't. You had 2
Well,
choices: keep it short because that was easy to do, or take it really long because that was easy to do. Going in the middle was no good.
Well, I thought it might be the big turning point to get back on par for SBD, but he shot himself in the foot. So, look at this. What a mistake. Look at that. What a mistake. Wow. Well, it was a blind pocket cut.
But, well, but here's the thing about pool is it's easy to get careless and do that. And did he shoot it too quick? I don't think so. I mean, it's just, it's like a brain fart. People are human and that kind of stuff happens. And it's very frustrating for a good player to do that.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. SBD didn't think he was going back to the table. That
Okay,
he'd given up in this rack.
So this should be pretty easy to run into this. If the 5 was out a little more, it'd be really, but he's going to have to do a little something with the cue ball here.
Well, that'll do.
And he's got a shot
nicely
on the 10, and I think, this is the kind of shot you should make, but it's not.
Now, what does he do? Does he just play the cut, or does he play a bank?
Well, no, he's going to cut this. I don't think I'd ever bank this.
Yeah, he's playing the cut.
I'd always cut this. At least on these pockets.
Oh dear, way short. Way short. Means well,
it wasn't a gimme.
Well short.
Yeah, that wasn't close.
Well, this rack's taking some twists and turns, but I think we can safely say that it's now over. He's going to have to pot the 15 ball twice, I think, is he? Yeah, I think he is. This is the start of his second cribbage.
Boy, this has been a back and forth in this game. And when I say back and forth, I mean giving back and forth.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Steve, that's what I meant to show you. I did a second AI image. I'll show you on the screen for the VP4 Virtual 9-Ball World Championship. There's a second one in the top left.
I'll have you making these for the
I think that
tournaments.
came out quite nice.
You do a better job than I do.
That was using using Copilot.
You're hired.
So I mean, it actually came out quite. I like that one better than the other one.
Yeah,
that's the wrong thing.
For now on,
wrong thing.
For now on, you can make them. You did too good a job. Now you're hired.
Right. So here we go. Big swing. Where's
Watch
the cue ball going here? I thought, goodness me, why is he running the cue ball so loose?
Well, he's trying to get on. He's trying to get on the 15.
Oh, and he's that's the thing. He's he could have left that short of the pocket here, and he did a fairly straightforward 15 ball. I think he's forgot all about it.
Well, this is called being on the 50-yard line. No, I think he was playing shape for it. But,
you think so? I think he might have forgotten all about it because it was so badly played. I mean, he could have left it well short of that side pocket and cut it into the corner. And he still cut it into the corner anyway, but it could have made his life easier.
Well, this has been kind of a crazy match. Neither one of these guys has played a real clean match. They both played pretty good, but they both made a lot of mistakes.
We're just gone by halfway now, and that's what an hour and 10 minutes. Now I heard something drop. We've lost the 6-ball, and the 9-ball. I don't think he can get anywhere near it. No, he can't. Now, what do you do here? Do you try and cut that 1 ball to edge the 9? I think that's what he's looking at, obviously, to try and make the combo. And the other concern is if you don't get this, look at the table. I mean, the only slight problem is that these couple of balls up there by the, whatever it is, the 13 ball. Well, he made a good effort at it. That was tough. So, well, the pressure's going to start to build in SBD because now he's been given an opportunity here, albeit now there's a bit more clutter up this end of the table. Look at the angle that these balls are all sitting at. They're sitting in a V formation, like a flying formation. It's like a flock of geese flying south for the winter. So it's going to be 11-4. And I think the other problem is I mean, that you could stun the 1 ball the 14 into the side and stun across the 1. Where's the cue ball going here? Well, I'm assuming he was playing for some sort of bump on something to try and improve the situation. But I think if he'd actually bided his time there, he could have played that 14 stun down for the 1 and get in amongst things up at this end. But I'm not sure what he was hoping for by running the cue ball down there. I mean, just hoping to get lucky. But the shot was there. 14 stun across the 1 and you're in amongst them. Could maybe play something up into one of the corner pockets. So, well, this is going to be clever. And he's going to be running too far. I mean, what made him think that the 9 and the 6 ball was a good choice? When that, to me, there was a choice. If you leave yourself the angle on the 14, you can stun that in and stun across the 1. The 1 was wide open.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what he's thinking. Doesn't he have a?
No, he couldn't get to the companion ball, so he's having to put balls in the stack.
He could have shot a 10-6 combo.
Well, he could have had a blast.
I mean, that's. So if I'm Spectredawn, I'm looking right off the bat at what can I shoot where I can get a good crack at the cluster in there. And I'm not sure there's a good answer to that.
Now, the 15 balls in isolation, it's down this end of the table out the way.
I think if this was me, I'd shoot the 13 and then cut the 2 and try to run the 9, 14, 6. Let's
where
see,
are you shooting a
except-
13?
well, yeah,
where are you shooting a 13?
he can't really shoot it now and stay on the 2. So he's going to stay here and on the 12, which is not going to work out
Where's the
for
cue
him.
ball going?
Well, the question is, do you play the carom and take the big whack at this, or can he make the carom?
What's he looking at? Is he looking at that will cut that 12 ball.
Yeah, it will cut.
That's well played. Where's the cue ball ended up?
Yeah. He's got the 10 and the 5.
He's actually got a shot. Now the thing is, the simple way would be just roll through and leave this 5 long rather than trying to get cute. He's actually brushed 8. I didn't think it was going to brush the 8, but he's still got a shot. Now he could, with this angle on the 5, drop down for the 2 into the side. Let me have a look from this end.
I think he'll probably play for the 13, go 13-2. I think
he's going to try and hold it off the rail for the 13 and drop down below the 2 that way.
Nope, he's doing what your idea, I think.
He didn't want that,
not,
though.
Not successfully.
He didn't want that.
Yeah, now he's got problems.
And now suddenly the 15 ball's a blocker for a bank.
Yeah, well, what's he going to decide
Now,
to do
hang on
here?
a minute. Where's that 6 ball going? I was looking to see whether the 6 ball was set anywhere, but it isn't.
He's going to bank the 2. Not make it any free to 6 up, but it's not really any good. Is 8-7 any good? Boy, you can make the 8. Yeah. Good shot.
No,
So
was that
there's a guy that doesn't have any problems with close balls together. He shot that in like it was a hanger.
His partner. It might well be.
With Hansen?
I think his name's Hansen. I'm just looking at the chat in the lobby.
Really?
Hansen 85. Never heard of him. Anyway, where are we now?
Yeah, they did win handily.
We are 2 apiece. Crucially, though, SBD at the table.
Well, here's the shot, because this is, this is the first ball shot. Now, I think he can get a shot on this. The 1 ball is the biggest problem.
Oh,
and
that's worked out.
Yep.
Perfect.
Beautiful shot. Yeah.
Just a little brush on the edge.
That was very well controlled. That's the way you want to shoot that. He played for this.
Yeah, well done, Slim.
It wasn't luck.
No, I've never heard of Hansen. Well, he might play at times. I'm not around. I've never seen him.
He plays every day. Pay attention.
Well, SBD is going to be back in touch again.
SBD has really hung in on this match. He's fighting hard, and that's kind of what you got to do. Is fight, hang around, and then see what happens. He's got a ball down. And what is it? Was it the 12 ball again? No, it was the 13 ball. So he needs a 2. Oh, no, he needs a 13. He needs a 13 ball.
There's a point, Slim. Has he ever been around for Monday Night 9 ball? I've never seen him then.
Here comes a combination here, Hugh. This is kind of not an easy combo.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
How'd he hit it?
That's a beautiful shot.
Wow, that was a hard combo.
Well, that's one good thing about cribbage, though. You're forced into doing crazy stuff like that sometimes.
Well, okay, so he can shoot the 9 here and draw up. He can shoot the 11 in the side. I don't think you want to shoot the 4 ball at this point. The 11 is a better shot than the 4. You can shoot the 11.
He's coming back from where he's coming from just to try. Well, he's actually squared up. Let's see where he is. That'll do.
He played it very well. Yeah, I didn't realize he was straight enough to pull it back like that. That's an excellent shot.
No,
so you could just stop this and then go 9-6. He's going forward, probably playing 10-5.
Now, he's looking to see if the 5 goes up table, which it does.
Yeah.
So this is just a little dink on the 10.
Yeah, he's playing 10-5. And then 14-1 is just sitting up there. So you got to figure. You got to figure he's going to be looking at the 14 or the 1 next shot.
Got to push this 7 ball out of the way, though. Got to get the 7 out of the way. Yeah.
Yeah, he may shoot the 9 here because this is no good with the 1 is.
Well, the 3 ball's perfect to drop you down onto the 12.
He could shoot the 3 too. Yeah, the 9 doesn't have much angle. I would not shoot this 1 ball if I was him.
Yeah, the 3 ball is just, you're nothing to do other than run the 3 ball, let the cue ball run itself out. You're on the 12.
It's just speed sensitive. So
yeah,
in this situation, you got to decide whether you're going 2 rails or 1 rail because it is speed sensitive.
See if he gets there.
What's he doing?
What the hell is it? I mean, has he actually lost? Has he lost the plot here?
Oh, he's playing the
combo. Wait a minute, he's playing the combo. What? We've lost the plot. He's actually sitting plumbing the combo. I never even considered the combo. I never even looked to see if it was set. My bad.
We didn't see that plan, did we?
Yeah, that was poor. Yeah, that was definitely poor. But fair play to him. He's actually paying attention.
Mooncake says, so this SPD is semi-pro. Well, he might be semi-pro reincarnated as a Japanese samurai. Anyways, that's what his picture looks like. And look at this. It's 7-7. We got to race the 4.
He's had 2 or 3 goes at getting there, but he's got here eventually. Now it's game on. Where's the cue ball going?
Dry.
Look at this. Well, at least it's
dry, but safe.
At least it's safe.
Now, I will say this, guys. I mean, I've said this over and over in this game. You can play safe. Okay. Like you put the cue ball someplace like this, it's safe. Now, if you're Spectredawn, you got to figure out how to play safe. Now, the simplest one is just a little ticky on this if you can do it. And he didn't. He gave up the shot.
He's left an 8 and a 7. 7's wide open if you can get there. This needs a bump, and he's a good bump.
He's just going to draw this
going
back
forward.
into the 12. Well, he may go forward. I'd probably stun this. Yeah, he's coming back. Oh, he didn't hit it good enough.
Uh-oh.
See,
it's going pear-shaped rapidly.
Well, that was not enough draw, and it got away from him. So I guess he'll shoot the combo here. And this one's even harder than the last one he made.
Sight it, shoot it. That's what I say. I mean, don't spend an awful long time debating over it. I mean, what's he doing now?
Well, he may be thinking about locking balls up.
Yeah, but I would still have a go at this. To hell with it.
Well, it's a what shot gives me the best chance of winning, and he decided this one does. Is that right or wrong? Honestly, I don't know.
Well, the 11 and 4 sitting wide open with ball in hand in the kitchen, so you're going to get that to start you off.
Well, I mean, the thing about good players is they're going to handle this cluster better than poor players. So it's a little bit harder to get away with that move against guys that are really good.
Right, so I think we're agreed that that's where we're going to start with because there's not much else on, to be honest with you, but you've got the 9-6 available. 6 goes past the 3, no problem.
Well, he should already have a plan of how I'm going to get these balls in the center loose because he's going to have to. He should have already known which ball he's going to play for to break those out. And I'm not sure that he knows that.
Well, I mean, I suppose, again, it's a risky shot, though. I mean, you've got the You've got the 2 and the 14 down
Well,
at this end. If you can finish on one of them in a certain angle, you can get a bump. But you're riding your luck that you're going to
well,
get the partner ball
I
in
think
play.
I think the easy thing is go 3-ball, 12-ball, because you can get pretty straight on that 12 and go forward and run into him, and you get the 9 sitting there over the pocket.
Yeah,
And that's what he's going to do.
That definitely is a shot.
Yeah. So now, you know, you can't hit this too hard. The biggest problem here is you could end up covering the 9 up. So it would help if you come up with another shot. Okay. Well, he didn't cover the 9, but he's going to be tough getting on it.
Oh, this is dead straight as well, I think. Is he trying to pinch a wee bit?
I think he can go forward and pass the side pocket with a cue ball.
He can just get enough, I think, to go past the side pocket. I think you're right.
But this is never easy when you're jacked up on a ball. And I'll tell you something else. Any kind of English with this Q-tip position is going to turn the cue ball. So you got to be very careful about where the Q-tip is.
And he can't hit this short. Well, he has hit it short.
You know, I would have hit that harder. And got
you got to get this to run out and open up the angle a wee bit better, make this a wee bit easier.
Well, the other problem is the scratches on here. So you got to do something with either inside or outside English. I don't think if you just hit this with no English, I think you're going to scratch.
Yeah, it looks fairly set up for that.
I think the path is actually just short of the side pocket, but if you hit it too hard, it probably goes in the other side pocket. I don't know. I certainly would not want to shoot this without putting some English on it to try to do something.
Well, he's checked it because it's come back. Look at how it come back across the other way. It went to the rail, went that way.
He hit into the side, the inside of the pocket, the thin side of the pocket too. He did everything he could.
Well,
that was excellent play. Little things like that. That was a really good play.
Now, what's he doing here? He's looking at he's had a look at the 10.
I think he'll just soft draw the 10, bump the 5 over. It's got to be a real soft draw though if he's going to shoot the 10. That's a tricky shot. But I think that's what he's got. He's going to go forward and bump it. And this isn't a bad way to do it either, except he missed the ball.
Missed the 10 again as well. Well, here we go. This is a big visit here for SBD.
This is huge. I mean, he's got a chance to steal this game.
Yeah.
So what's he going to do, 14 or the 2?
Well, I'll tell you something. I don't remember Spectredawn missing a pot against Larry the other night, and Spectredawn's already missed a handful of them tonight, and that's that's why it makes such a big difference in the score.
Yeah. He could shoot the 2 here if he wanted to. He's going to shoot the 7 and come back down. Now, you can watch outside pocket, I'll tell you that.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Watch that side pocket. Well, the line is good. The line is very good. That's excellent.
That beautiful. All right, so now he's got some choices on what he does here because he's going to have the 5-10, the 14-1. The 2-13, you really got them all here.
Well, this is where you ask the question, where can this go wrong? I mean...
bad choice or bad execution is where it usually goes wrong. But one thing about his style of play is, in a lot of ways, I think his style is better than Spectredawn's in the sense that he's learned to roll the ball more. He doesn't stun as much as he
going
used to.
13-2.
And rolling the ball is really what you want to do in this game. It's a lot more reliable.
This takes him to Cribbage number 4. He's got to get...
I think he'll come up for the 1 here.
High enough up here.
Yep. That's perfect. Couldn't be any better
Just
spot.
drop it dead weight. Yeah. And suddenly, for the first time in the match that I can remember, SBD goes into the lead. Or he's about to. That's Cribbage number 4.
It's been a strange match. A lot of well played shots and a lot of mistakes by both players. Larry's probably sitting here watching this thinking, why didn't he play like this against me?
And that's a couple of cut shots that I can remember. Cut shots from Spectredawn he's actually missed, maybe 2 or 3.
Look what
And
did you see?
that's
what
a
Slim,
rarity.
you see what Slim said? You may be fired. You may be fired.
Oh, I never read that. Aye, yeah, fine. I'm happy with that, Slim. I'm semi-conscious half the time when I'm playing in that tournament.
Well, the bad news for SBD is it's a dry break. Good news
Bone
is
dry.
this table isn't the greatest, but it's not. It's doable. Really, the only biggest tie-up is the 12-14. There's a lot of balls paired up, so it's going to make it a little trickier. Does he have an opening shot? Is a question. He can shoot the 5, but that's tough. I like shooting a 13 here. Oh, the 2 doesn't go in the side pocket. I take it back.
I think we're hard pushed here to find anything out of this slot.
Well, let's see. Where's the 7?
What ball's that?
He can shoot the 8, but it's tricky getting on the 7.
He's
So
going
he
10,
decides
5
to shoot the 5.
He's going to be nowhere in this. He's going to be nowhere.
Well,
yeah. He ain't got a pocket.
Well, he can bank it maybe. Well, that's a tough bank.
Why does he not just slam it into the 7 ball? Because there's good odds it would go into that side pocket. Commentators, aye.
I like that play, and I think that's what he's going to do. Got to watch the cue ball.
Oh, he hit it too full.
Because you could lose the cue ball off the table. Well, that was a pretty tough carom. It was a good play. So,
well,
semi-pro
back in SBD's court.
And that's the luck there. So, SBD breaks dry, and then Spectredawn doesn't really have much, and he makes a pretty good attempt at it, but comes up bad. So
again, it could be a 2-rack lead here in a few minutes' time.
I think he'll just roll this and then probably go 2-13. And the 3-12 are both sitting in front of the pockets. So go 2-13 and probably 12-3 or 3-12. That opens up the 9, and 5 and 10 are sitting out there. I mean, yeah. So he'll probably shoot this, and then I don't know what he's going to do next.
Well,
I think he'll probably go 3, then 12.
I don't really see what angle he's got there. So he's going to run through clean here. No, he isn't. He's holding back.
Yeah.
Stunning it.
I think he'll shoot the 3 ball here. This is the simplest shot.
Yeah, 3-12. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
well, it's strong odds that he's going to be 2 racks in front here all of a sudden.
But this is how you win matches, is you hang in there. He never got down. He made mistakes. He never got down. He just kept fighting. That's what you got to do in these tournaments to win them, is you got to fight for everything.
So we've got. Well, he's playing the 7 now. He's just going to leave the 8 into the corner and assume out the back of the 4 ball. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a little funny on it.
Just going a wee bit off angle.
Yeah,
shouldn't really be any
probably a
problem.
Little soft stun here, because he's probably going to want to shoot the 5 next. Let's see what he does. Yep.
Perfect.
Good shot. So he's going to open up a 2-shot lead at the time you want it, coming down the stretch. So now it's 2-1. Spectredawn needs 4 and SBD needs 2, and SBD is breaking. So this is a huge break, obviously.
Well,
I mean, if he can break and run out here, Spectredawn's on the ropes.
How many times has Spectredawn been in this sort of position in a world championship tournament, no matter what game it is? But he's now in a position where the question's been asked of him: can you hang in there?
It's another dry break,
and it's dry. He's getting assistance. I mean, SBD's come up dry, and now Spectredawn has to deliver. Now, where can he start here? He's got a 10-5 that's fairly simple. He's got an 8 ball and a 7 to fall if he wants it.
The 14-1, there's just a duck down there. They're sitting together. I mean, this is This is going to be 9-8. I can't see him not running out here. The brain fart to not get out here.
Well, if I was Spectredawn, I wouldn't want to leave myself too many finish cuts into corner pockets here, judging by how he's done tonight. I would be staying well clear of them if I can help it. Got the angle to just draw back. I thought he was going to stun, but he's drawn back, so he's got the 11. Now again, this cue ball wants to run into those balls on the right-hand side there, I think. Or what's the angle like? Let's look. Yes, it does. So he's going to have to take evasive action here, because you don't want to be running into these balls in case anything stupid happens.
Yeah, no, you want to stay away from those. I mean,
now he's running here.
You got options.
Is he going to? Yes, he's drawing off it.
Yeah, you can play for the 2 or the 7, both at the same time. So he's run too far for the 2, so he's probably going to use the 7 now.
Yeah, he's fine. Oh, is he? Let me look. Can he get there clean? Yes, he can. Yeah, he's fine. Not a problem. So that is, well, this is cribbage number 3.
So let's see what he decides to do here. Is he going to slide across or just hold it? He's going to stay here. He's going to come back straight up the rail. That was overhead. This is going to be funny.
I'm going to try and just
he's okay.
Drop the 12 in and then, what, 3 into the side?
Yeah, I think he's kind of, this was kind of a change of plans the way he rolled up.
So this
will be number 4, and then he'll go 9-6. He's just going to roll
for the
straight.
6. You want to play the 6 first, don't you? Yeah, you got to play the 6 first. You don't want to be playing the 9 first.
I don't know.
This is just a little dink soft draw.
I would have probably played the 9 first, just because if you didn't get far enough on the 6, it starts getting funny.
And,
okay, so it's 9-8. Big break again.
1.
The breaks are all huge right now. Uh-oh. Well,
that's as close as Stubb will come to actually getting down on his knees.
This could
and
be
begging.
a problem. 5's covered up, and the 12 is covered up too. So he's going to have to play a combo with the 7 ball. I think he's going to have to play the 7-12 combo because both his balls are covered up.
Let's have a look at what he's got. Oh, this is... Now, does he play this into the rail first here and try and kick the 12 in?
I think it's easier to play the shot rail first. I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the line and the railing, well, he's gone direct.
Yeah. I just think that was a harder way to do it.
You know, you can, I don't know whether your odds were slightly better kicking it into the rail.
I think they were, but
yeah.
I'll tell you what, if it was 1/8 of an inch off the rail, for sure it is.
Right, so 14-1 to start. Need to get that 6 ball out of the way. You've obviously got 2 balls in the stack here, but the 9 ball is available up that right-hand rail as we're looking at the moment, but you need to get rid of that 6 to deal with that 9. What's he looking at here? Yeah, right. So that's the partner ball.
There's probably 7-8 here, and then I'll have 11-4 or 9-6. Well, that's a little funny. He's probably gonna end up playing 9-6. I think he'll just dink this and then play 9-6. This is safe, even though it doesn't look like it. It's safe to dink this. See, he didn't trust it. He did not trust that. He was thinking it's not safe to dink it. And now he's funny.
Yeah, he's he's going to try and play and bump these to actually hold this cue ball to have a shot in the 11.
Looks like it.
Yeah, and it's
Nice
worked
shot.
out perfect. Yeah,
And see,
that was well done.
he took a lot of chance away by hitting that easy. You hit that harder, and you could have rolled up on top of the 11. Anything could have happened.
Yeah.
And that was very smart to play it soft like that.
Right, he's perfect on the 9 just to stop this dead and cut the 6. And this will be Cribbage number 4.
Yeah, come around and shoot the 2 or.
And all of a sudden, SBD
13.
is going to be on the hill. Well, it wiped its feet, but it's gone in. Now, where's he finished here?
Oh, funny.
He's in the middle of no man's land here.
Well, he's got
10
the
balls
13.
available.
Well, he's got the 13 ball.
What else are we looking at? 13-2. 13 goes past the 2. Yes, it does.
I thought it didn't for a second, but yeah, he's fine. Now he's the 10. I guess he doesn't like that angle. I would have shoot the 13 here, but better slow down.
He's fine.
Yep.
Well, breaking for the match.
So, yeah, you got to win. You got to figure that SBD wins at least 3 out of 4 times from here. At least, maybe 4 out of 5, because he's breaking and he needs 1, and Spectredawn needs 3. So this is where you want to be. You don't want to be 10-10 breaking. You want to be 10-8. I'm not saying he can't lose from here, but it's much, much less likely when it's 3-1 at this spot.
Well, a ball, corner ball in, another ball in. That cue ball stays in the table.
What's it going to be, though?
Right, so
11 and 12. Well, he's got the 11. I don't know about the. He does have the 12 too. The 12 goes in the side.
Yeah.
I almost think he has to shoot the 12, because how's he going to go from the 11 to the 12? I think he's got to shoot the 12 ball here.
Watch the brush off the 2 ball into the side pocket. Watch the brush. Well, he's missed the 2 and he's missed the 12. Well, and here's Spectredawn deciding what he's going to do.
That shot could cost him the match. I mean, he makes that, he probably wins this match. Now he's got to hope he gets back. Not that this is any kind of wonderful table for Spectre.
Are you reading that chat in the room, Steve? Let's stub in and play the next match. And we're talking about a guy who withdrew from the 9-ball World Championship because he went in a huff. So he wants to set up his next match. Is he just finding out that he's been banned? Is that what he's just finding out? He's worked that one out.
Well, unfortunately for him, the interface on the thing that I've got is the least number I can ban a user for is a week on the website. I don't have it set up for anything less than a week, so he got banned for a week. I could take the ban off, but with his behavior, he's going to continue on and on with it. Because then he'll post some video and stuff, and then people are like, "Oh, why'd stuff get banned?" And I don't want to talk about this forever.
He's looking at the combo 8 up the rail here and holding for the 7. I mean, holding for the 7's not the problem, but this combo looks fairly good to me. Oh, it needs to miss the 9. He just caught the edge of the 9.
Yeah, I mean, that was no gimme. That was no gimme there.
I mean, it misses the 9, it's going in. It just caught that edge of the 9.
Well, let's see if he's going to shoot the 7 ball. He does have a path to shoot the 7. It's a zigzagger. Most likely he'll just dink this because he's going to be scared of it. He'll dink it with English.
He's going to leave the long cut. Yeah, I'm just going to leave the long cut. I know he's going to get it. Oh, hang on a minute.
Where's the cue ball going?
Hang on a minute. Disaster. Unbelievable. Why didn't he just take your advice to start with?
Well, actually, I like the play he made because that's what Efren would do. Efren would have done that. but
Yeah.
he's not Efren, and it didn't work out. I swear I've watched Efren shoot shots like that hundreds of times,
Well,
and he like almost always pulls them off.
well, here's a big, huge lifeline, albeit 3 balls in the stack already. But you know, I think Spectredawn just glad he's back at the table.
Oh,
So
sure
he's
he
got
is.
13-2 into the side. He's got a 10 ball that'll go after the 13 goes, but look at where the 5 is. That will cut in, but there's not an awful lot available after this. You've
Yeah,
got, I mean, the other problem's the 9 and the 6 as well. The 6 is up there, the 9's
well,
down here.
he's going to have to do something, and it's going to have to be something fantastic. Now, the play I like is make the 2, make the 5, and then break that pack up with the 10 ball. That's the play I like, because it's pretty natural.
I think he's got your idea in mind here, Steve.
So you want to leave angle on this. If the 12 wasn't there, this would be a lot easier, because you want to leave angle on it.
Yeah,
you don't want to get too straight on it.
He wants to come up as much as he dare here, you know, to fall short or interfere with that 12 ball. Well, he's gone inside a bit more. He's left it shallower. I don't know that this is great.
Well, the problem here is that this angle's no good. I mean,
yeah, this is too shallow.
Yeah, this angle's no good. So I thought now he can go forward and get to it. Okay, you can go forward here. So this is pretty much like straight top. Very little English. Just a little to get it to miss the 6, because you don't want it to open up off the end rail too much and miss them. So this is mostly top, but he's going to try to stun it, I think. No, what's his plan here? Is he going to shoot the 7 ball bank? That's
well,
tricky.
no, he's cutting the 6 and running 3 rails down to the 8 ball here to play the 9. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, well, he's going to wait, and you know, it does get him his 4th cribbage. So
I will say this is where he's been a wee bit suspect tonight. But this time, and again, he's been done. He's been done on the cut again. He can't see these cuts tonight. That's unbelievable.
How many of those is? That's the 3rd one, I think.
It's at least 3 or 4 that he's missed, and that's sayonara. Where's Arnie?
Well, it's not sayonara yet. He's got to get these balls loose.
Oh, he's going to get a bump somewhere or another. But is he going to get back to the table?
Well,
is SPD going to get the breakout?
I don't know where he's getting the bump, because this is no good.
Well, if you get on that 12, you can take a risk there.
Yeah.
He's trying to. Well, that's. Oh, I thought the 15 was just going to get a brush there.
So I would say that your best shot here is banking the 7, and the reason why is it leaves the 3 and 4 intact.
Yeah.
Not that I'm not sure that how much good. Well, yeah, because there's no cribbage out there. I would bank the 7, because if you miss it, you still have a chance to win. Now he's going to go ahead.
This is a big sellout, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, no, but he's thinking, you know, that he could shoot the 12 and bump these. I mean,
yeah.
But I would shoot it in the corner. Why is he going to this side?
It's all or nothing. I mean, the angle off the 12 to get to the.
You just got to stun it in the corner, a little stun draw. That's how you got to play this. You don't want to shoot this in the side. That's crazy.
No, I mean,
you shoot in the corner and stun draw into the 3. Yeah, there we go.
Is he getting into it too much? Yes, he's getting into it far too much. In fact, I don't know what he played there, Steve. I haven't a clue what he played.
He overcut it too. So if he would have made the ball, it would have missed it by even more. So again, if you're going to shoot something here, bank the 7 ball. That's the safe shot.
I think at the end of the day, he erred on caution there, so he wasn't. I don't think he was that confident with the cut for a start, and then you know, he didn't want to damage these and give it up to Spectredawn and make it easy for him. So he's making him having to work. We'll give him the benefit of that. He's going all out for it.
Yeah, but see, that's not a good shot to shoot. If you bank the 7, then you haven't given the game away if you miss it.
Mm-hmm.
But going for it like that, and now he's in trouble. So he's
Well,
going to stack
we're
some
just
balls
going to
up.
stack these up here. That's all we're going to
Yeah.
end up. And now we've got this second battle on the stack here between the two of them, where SBD won it earlier on in the match. So this is going to be an interesting finale, or is it going to continue?
Well, he may take a whack at this, which I don't like. No, because the reason I don't like it is because if you break them up and you don't have a shot, that's how you lose the game. Okay.
Well, there you go. A proper collection there. Exactly the same. Exactly the same. We're going to have 15 minutes of this. This is eating into my bedtime.
See, now you're starting to get them separated.
Yeah.
And this is what you want. You want to get them separated because then things start getting dicey. So he didn't want to hit it. And I think that was smart.
No. Well, Spectredawn did exactly the same thing, and that's not going to get there.
Well, at some point you have to start thinking about thinning the ball. Because if you can get somebody up table in the corner, then it starts getting tough.
Right, now there's a difference.
See, if you're just going to scratch, what's wrong with thinning the ball going up table? And if it goes in the corner pocket, who cares? Just try to get it close to the corner. Now, he's not in a position he can do that now.
Right, that 3 goes, and the 12, there's a mistake. That 3 cuts, and you can drop through for the 12.
Yep.
He's looking at it. That's a mistake.
Yep.
And everything's on. Everything's on there.
If he's not going to draw this, the 4 is going to bump the 7 in front of the 12.
It might block it. That's exactly it.
Yeah.
It might block it.
He is going to draw it. Well, he didn't hit it very good, but it did go in. Boy, I didn't think that was going to go in, and he's got a shot.
And the 7's got out of the way as well.
And he's got the 11-4, and he's got the game here
Yeah.
if he plays this right.
Yeah.
So it's another one of these lineup situations that SBD ends up winning.
Exactly.
And if you're Spectredawn, you're sitting there thinking, why am I not winning these? What happened?
Oh,
very,
that's
very good control of the cue ball there. That's wonderful because that was a critical shot to get good on this 11 because that's what gives you the 7-8. Oh no!
Oh, hang on a minute. He's nudged it. He's nudged the 15 onto the 8 and killed it. He's going to have to get a bump here. Yeah, he's okay.
Well
he's
played.
okay. Well, what a contrast in matches. SBD wasn't missing anything, but those mistakes that he's made in those cuts tonight. I think the 20/20 vision's going out the window.
Well,
he might need to get his eyes done again.
This was a very well contested match. It was actually a very fun match to watch. Probably the funnest match I've watched in this tournament.
Well, and I mean, it was a good battle by SBD because he was chasing all the way up till eventually 7 apiece, and then took it away from Spectredawn in the end. But that final cut in that 6 ball, that must have been about at least the 3rd one tonight that he's missing. He wasn't missing anything like that. He doesn't miss anything like that in Friday night 9 ball. But there you go. If you have a bad night like that, it costs you.
Yeah,
so
there's the same kind of shots, cut back with outside English and overcutting them. They're all exactly the same.
Yeah. Right. So now we have Silent but Deadly is through to the next round, and he's waiting on the winner of this match between Acero and Stubb. And then, of course, you've got the hot seat match, which will take place.
Which looks like it's going to be Acero unless Stubb kind of cleans up his language and apologizes, and then I might let him in.
Oh, you'll need to make him grovel. I think you'll have a hard job getting him to do that. Then
I don't need him to grovel, but I need him to behave himself. And I mean, he knows damn well why he didn't go through, and this is just a bunch of bullshit he's spewing.
Yeah. So Friday at 7 p.m. British summertime, so that's 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. We've got the hot seat match with the usual suspects: Albinario representing Sweden and Cobra representing UK /England. And that, well, it's going to be, we don't know what can happen in that match. I mean, we've seen what's happened tonight. I think the fact that it is cribbage, I mean, nobody's favourite in that match, I don't think. Albinario, I mean, toss a coin. On the day, they'll beat either of themselves. That's a given thing. It is about the break. It is about the clusters. It is about the partner ball. But that's the test and the challenge of the game. So that's going to be interesting to watch. I'm looking forward to that come Friday. And, of course, let's have a quick double check, because I haven't looked for a few days. I don't think it's actually changed much, but we'll see what the sign-ups are for the 9-Ball World Championship. 17th of June, I believe that will go ahead. It goes live at 11 p.m. British summertime that evening. And we have 40 seats still available, so there are 24 in and loads of room. Stubbs not in, so there's the good news, but he'll change his mind and then sign up.
I may change it to 32. If you guys want to get in, you better get in.
That could be a better idea and cut down in the buys.
Well,
and if I'll tell you something else. If you cut it down to 32, and Matt's going to hold off and still be in a huff because he didn't get into the cribbage, then he's going to be even more of a huff if he thinks he's going to hang off and sign up at the last minute when he finds out the sign-ups are down to 32. That's really going to upset him.
Yeah, because it sucks having like 34, 35 players, I mean, if you don't get at least 40 players, then it's better to just have 32, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, as it gets closer to that number, then it might be worthwhile thinking about that. So it's good, but we've still got 9 days to go, so there's still people might be umming and ahhing or thinking of hanging off, but it might be a good word of advice to get yourself in sooner rather than later, and then you don't get caught out, which is what happened to Matt. He didn't. He comes around when he finds out there was only 16 in the tournament or whatever, misses out, and Stubbs still in another profile in the lobby. Pretty soon, if he keeps coming in all these different profiles, he'll eventually have none to come in.
The thing about Stubb is, he's just not gonna. It doesn't matter how in the wrong he is. He's gonna say stuff that's just BS. I mean, we should.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm gonna change his player name to BS. Except I don't think I allow two player letter names. But BS would be a good one for him. Well, that's what he's full of.
Do you have anything to tell us, Steve, or am I going to bed right now?
Not really.
Anything you've achieved, anything you've finished, anything that's happening?
Oh, I'm making pretty good progress right now on rendering software, so it's starting to look pretty cool. But I got to get more art. That's the thing is I got to redo the art. So
are we going to get a screenshot somewhere?
Yeah, we might do a
anything at any
screenshot
point
before too long.
Yeah. So we can let the punter see something at some point. Right, folks, we're calling it quits. Well done to SBD. Spectredawn's going to have to put all his effort into the 9-Ball World Championship coming up. That's his home ground. That's the one where he's comfortable in. But he won't have a jump queue to bail him out, so he's going to have to get the kicking going as well in that tournament. But he's going to have to keep trying. That's how difficult it is to win these events. You've got to be good, not just in one day against Larry. You've got to be good on a few more to survive.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is about Larry, but he kind of has been the whipping boy because he's had a number of guys that's played great against him and then not
Yeah,
get
well,
the next
I mean,
match.
Take my word for it. Larry had what chances he got. He made 3 mistakes, I think. I think he made a couple of wrong shot choices, and that was about it. That was all he got. And I think Spectredawn had that 5-rack run right in the middle of the match that killed him, took him right out of the game.
I think what we got to ask Larry is he a redheaded stepchild?
Yeah, and is he ever going to bite the bullet and throw that in the bin and get a cheap mouse? Because that'll help him. He won't listen to me, but it will help him. And I'll tell you, it'll make him a lot more reliable in certain shots. I keep going over the same thing all the time. Right, thanks to Steve. Thanks for your company. Thanks for watching, folks. Hit the like button if you can be bothered. And we'll see you again on Friday. Good and early for that match with Albinario and Cobra. Should be a good one. And we'll have our first player in the final for this tournament. The rest can battle it out to see who's going to meet one of them. And you don't want to meet either of them in the one-loss side, but somebody's going to meet one of them. Right, take care and good night. And we'll see you again soon, folks.
Yep. Good night, guys.
See you later.
Good night, ladies.
What we've got here is failure to communicate. Some men you just can't reach.
The trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.